players to get warmed up before the start of the game. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. We're here to present the NBA on this Saturday afternoon. Our starting lineups will look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting five for both teams. First, for the Nets, a big game for this young man making his NBA debut. Then it's Curry, and it's Durant in at the 4 slot. And for Philadelphia,
I think it's fair to say that the top of the Eastern Conference has been getting tougher over the last few seasons. Unfortunately for the Sixers, they've headed the other direction. They've been going south, and part of why they were on the outside of the playoffs looking in.
so Philadelphia will get the first possession. He feeds it to Harris. Defended by Durant. Post-up shot. And the layup is good.
You know, it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
I agree. It settles the team down offensively, and you establish success in the post. That forces the defense to make some adjustments.
Drains the 19-footer.
Very well done. He is a confident, dynamic scorer.
Brooklyn on defense. Kicks it to Harden. Lets it go from deep. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Brooklyn. One of the most important things he wants his team to do defensively in this game is to maintain pressure on them on the perimeter and not allow them to get into any rhythm or flow in their long-range shooting game. We'll see how disruptive they are, Kevin.
Doris, thank you. Obviously, Clark, the three ball is a big concern for any defense.
Well, yeah, it is, Kevin, but the upside is you're not getting broken down in the lane and you're not giving them free throws, but you still have to challenge those shots.
Here is Harden. Pass to the basket by Brooklyn. Good on the triple. Harden's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
And you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Durant against Harris. It's Durant with the drive. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. And back to what you were saying, Clark, about Philadelphia going through a lot of roster changes last year. And you're right, in a season where a lot of other teams in the East put it all together. Steve, bad timing for Philadelphia.
Yeah, bad time. Roster changes and injuries, of course. I mean, the big trade for Bynum looked like it was going to be something that could help them get to the top of the East, but Bynum never played a single game for them. And so it's understandable why Philadelphia struggled.
Good on both.
An up-and-down season for the Nets last year, and the playoffs were just more of the same. They ended up getting knocked out by the Bulls in the only first-round matchup that went to 7 games.
Now, here is Harden. Inside. Clock at 6. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Three on the clock. And he puts that one in. Harden's got 5 points so far. Well, back to the Nets in the playoffs. They lost a game with Barclays early and looked to be on the ropes down 3-1 after 4 games, but they did well just to steal one in Chicago and force a game 7.
What a strange series that was. The Bulls made that miracle comeback behind Nate Robinson in one game and then ended up going on the road to Brooklyn and winning game 7. What a disappointment for the Nets in their debut season in Brooklyn. Yeah, Kevin, he's one of the great ball handlers in this league. Just watch what he's able to do with his dribble and how hard he makes it for his defender to stay with him.
And also, he catches a lot of defenders off balance, Steve, with his ability to pull up and drain shots off the bounce. It's a very effective skill to have.
And so here is Philadelphia, trailing by 2.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a nice look.
Poor job by the defender to not fight over or around that screen.
Durant with a screen on Hart. And Simmons gets to Irving. He dishes it to Simmons. Back to Irving. 3-pointer. There's the bucket. Good. Irving's got 6.
The defenders need to talk to each other. The communication lacking there on that 3-pointer.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. The dish to Harris. Harris, right side. Shot clock at 6. And the shot is good.
Yeah, they're going to need some help there defensively. That matchup is going to be a tough one to deal with.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Outside Irving. Feeds it to Curry. Back to Irving. Left side, Irving. This is no good.
First miss of the game after 4 makes, so it's been a hot start.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And Curry pulls it down. The Nets with the lead. He kicks it to Simmons. On the wing, Irving. From outside the arc. Again, Irving missing. 76ers have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Harden outside. 0. And the 76ers tack on 2 more. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build a big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
What do you think, Steve?
Well, both teams still kind of feeling each other out here, and neither team has been able to find an edge in this game.
And Brooklyn has possession. 76ers getting the bucket.
Boy, 76ers had a season they'd like to soon forget. But the one thing they were able to do last year was win at home. Good thing, too, given how unforgiving Philadelphia fans can be. No tougher sports fans in all of sports than Philadelphia.
That's good from Irving. And back to the 76ers at home. Never a good idea to be under 500 at home in a city that has booed Santa Claus before. Steve, luckily they were able to avoid that, going 23-18 here last season.
Well, maybe Santa Claus had a bad year that year, Kevin. I don't know. Look, I mean, if you're stinking it up in front of Philly fans, they're going to let you know. I mean, they're going to boo you. They're brutally honest. On the flip side, though, when you play well, they're going to back you.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 5. Here's Harris. He gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
A big change for the Nets, who stormed up the leaderboard in the East and even had a chance at taking a very tough Atlantic Division last season. They actually were in the picture for the title until the end.
That's good from Harris. And the Nets' first goal going forward this year is to make that jump into the best team in New York and the rest of the division. Steve, a lot of strong teams in the Atlantic, but they do well against them.
Yeah, last year they had the best interdivision record than anybody in the Atlantic. So, you know, if you can take care of business within your division, it always puts you in a good position down the stretch.
I think it's safe to say, guys, that the Atlantic Division was one of the tougher ones in the East last year, if not all of the NBA, but both New York teams improved and Boston made the playoffs as usual. Philly was able to hold their own, though, even in a down year.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Well, Clark, as you said, Philadelphia did remain respectable against the rest of the Atlantic Division, even in a lost season. Steve, they had a 7-9 record for them, and even while they weren't 500, they certainly played better against the Atlantic Division than they did outside the Atlantic.
Yeah, and I think a big part of that is because there's some deep-seated rivalries between teams like Philly and Boston and New York. So even if a team like the Sixers is struggling, their fans are going to bring it on those nights when the rivals come to town.
Here's Durant, and it's rejected. Harden outside. For the three, gets the bucket. He's got 7.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Here's Simmons. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. They set the pick. Outside Durant. Releases. Buries the jump shot.
What a start to this game. The offense is both dominating.
Tell you what, feels like a game on the playground. Forget about defense, just keep firing.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 7 of 11 for the field to begin the game. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Pass to Harris. Defended by Durant. From 6 away, Harris misses.
Good percentage shot, though. That's one they'll take any day of the week.
Durant dishes to Simmons. Soft touch off the glass.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, I think that could really set things up well the rest of the game. Pound the ball inside and let your perimeter players play off your bigs.
Drummond with the block. Here's Simmons. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And the lead goes right back over. This is a seesaw affair.
The game's there for the taking, but neither team seems to want it.
The Nets shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
Well, this is a club that shot 75% as a team from the free throw line last season.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. That free throw good from Simmons.
You know, as great as 2012 was for the Nets, in many ways, they really came up short on their last game of that calendar year. In 2012, the New Year's Eve matchup against the Spurs, the Nets only scored 5 points in the third quarter of that contest.
Number 20. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Brooklyn leading by 3. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They sure have been. I mean, really looking good and sharp offensively.
Knocking down the open shots and really getting a nice flow to their game.
And Clark, you were talking about the Nets. They went from looking like a team that could compete for a title to a team that, while still talented, Steve, and a lot for the playoffs, was a little closer to the middle of the pack than they thought.
Well, with the hot start they got out to, I think it was just a matter of time before they hit a cold stretch. And never fun to be held to just 5 points in a quarter. And that game had a lot of Nets fans wondering how the rest of the season would go. But, hey, they got it back together and still finished off pretty well.
The shot's good from Griffin. Griffin's got his first bucket in this one.
Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
Milton covered by Mills. Here's Milton. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
They found the open man on the perimeter and got the ball to him.
Here's Simmons. He's got 5. 1:09 left to play in the first quarter. The pass to Mills. Pass to Griffin. Number 1. 5 to shoot. But they'll get another chance. He passes it to Griffin. Dishes to Mills. Back to Griffin. Passes it to Mills. The feed now to Griffin. Buries it from three-point range. Griffin's got 5 points so far.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
The 76ers trail by 3. Milton, defended by Simmons. 24 seconds left in the first. It's off his foot. And they're saying he kicked the ball. The Nets making a switch here. Brooklyn on defense. Milton, covered by Mills. Outside for Millsap. 4 on the clock. Shot, high post. It's rebounded by Mills.
Really high-quality shot there. Just a little off with his release.
That miss right there will definitely leave him shaking his head.
The shot's good from Griffin. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. It's the Nets. They lead by 6. And we'll be back right after this. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
And they set the tone there defensively with their shot blocking. They've been really intimidating down in the paint area.
You know, in the rest of the game, Steve, shooters will be looking around for the shot blockers because of what's happened in this quarter.
Brooklyn leading by 6. Now Mills. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Thomas, that's good.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
It should be easy to correct, though, if you start making the right rotations defensively.
Now, here's Green. Number 30. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
Brooklyn's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. He feeds it to Mills. Launches a 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
That's 3 in a row, guys. 3 three-pointers consecutively. These guys are just raining in shots.
Yeah, the defenders can't be as soft as they've been on the perimeter there.
Millsap, defended by Griffin. Millsap passes to Green. Shot clock at 5. The 76ers need to get off a shot. That one goes. Count.
The entire defense was frozen for it. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Nets leading by 8. Thomas kicks to Mills. He dishes it to Griffin. Feeds it to Mills. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
That's now a dozen straight points coming off wide open three-pointers.
You know what it looks like to me out there, guys? I mean, it looks like all-star weekend out there. We know how much defense is played there. It's actually defense during the all-star weekend, no D.
Philadelphia with the ball. After the three-pointer from Mills. Back to Green. Number 7. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Kevin, he's got such a great focus as a shooter. And he's a very frustrating player to guard because unless you actually block his shot, you are not going to get in his head and affect him.
And Steve, he's earned a nickname that's familiar to anybody that's followed basketball, the microwave. There's no slow build-up with him. All he needs is one shot to go down, and it can set him off, turn him into a real scoring machine. He cooks with gas, not electricity.
And Brooklyn making a change here. whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Tobias Harris is checked in for the 76ers. The 76ers trail by 8.
The Nets had a really solid debut season in Brooklyn last year. They made the big move in trading for Joe Johnson, but they also made some small adjustments that paid off for them as well. Whatever their plan was defensively at time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
Just got a little careless on that pass. They should be able to connect on those.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Clark, as you said, a lot of people thought they would just be a top-heavy team with their starters doing a lot of the heavy lifting. But, Steve, they got contributions from all around.
They didn't have big-name players on the bench, but they had some guys like Bloch and Evans who were kind of under the radar, but came in and played very well for this team a year ago. Now, of course, you got big names across the roster for the Nets.
And here is Thomas. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Number 1. And nothing is falling for him right now. Philadelphia's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. It's Harden with the drive.
We've seen James Harden playing a good game here. He has 8 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
Well, they might want to think about setting a few more screens for him to try to give him another open look or two.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the 76ers?
And they're knocking down that mid-range jumper so far.
Well, another thing that's immediately gone right for them is their three-point shooting.
The first one falls. Kevin Durant's checked in for the Nets. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
You know, he's as close to a sure thing as you can possibly have when he steps to the line.
And Mills kicks to Johnson. Shoots. Jump shot is good. Johnson's got his first 2 points. The 76ers trail by 3. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Harris dishes to Harden. Shoots. The offensive rebound. Harris kicks to Harden. There's the dish to Green. Back to Harden. 6 to shoot. Number 30. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Nets leading by 3. Mills passes to Durant. Kicks to Thomas. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Lets it go with the 3. No good. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Pass to Harris. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Harris has got 10.
You know, something we're seeing less and less of these days. That finger roll.
And Johnson with the stuff. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a
Come on.
blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
And you know how frustrated Steve is over here.
Well, I just, you know what, come on, I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up. I mean, he threw it down with force.
Back to Harden. Shoots the 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. They've led by as many as 11 points. Durant dishes to Thomas. Mills. Stole it. 3-on-3. Green kicks to Harris. There's the pass to Harden. Free throw line jump shot. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And 12 points for James Harden.
Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Thomas sets a screen for Durant. And here's Mills for 3. Can't get it to go. Philadelphia with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. He kicks it to Harden. Outside, Green. pass to Harris. A stupendous finishing shot. Harris has got 12 points in the game.
Every time it gets scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, you got to make a defensive adjustment here, Clark. Time to collapse inside. Force the ball back out in the perimeter. Make them beat you from long range.
You know, that's a problem he has. I mean, not being able to knock down that open jumper. I think it happens far too often.
Here's Green. Takes it into the 10th of the knee and converts the layup. Now it's a 3-point 76ers lead. Brooklyn's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. From deep, Thomas. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked really strong and together.
Yeah, very aggressive, too. Keeping the defense off balance with their ball movement. I like the way they look.
Harden's shot is good.
I don't know what's happening to their defense. I mean, they don't have any effort, any purpose.
And it's really costing them. I mean, the last 5 baskets at that end have been on very easy looks.
Now here's Durant. He's got 6. Check out the run. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And, you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
And, of course, last year's superb free throw shooting above 90%.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
That's good from Durant. The Nets making a switch here. Durant hits them both.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 14. Off the screen. Another shot. And he can't bank that one in. Nets trail by 3. Irving gets a screen from Durant. Irving attacking. A feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Irving's got 10.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
There's 1:17 left here in the second. Harden's shot is good.
When he came off that screen, the defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those.
Now here's Durant. 8 points for him. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 10 points for him.
Seems to me that anytime the game is on the line, I mean, he's perfectly willing to be the hero or the GOAT for that matter. And that's what it takes to be clutch in big situations. You can't be afraid to fail.
Steve, another signature part of his game is the way he runs the pick and roll. He gets so many easy baskets that way. It's a play they should run for him as often as they can.
And here are the 76ers now. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. And that one's good. 36 seconds left in the second quarter. Durant sets a screen for Irving. A floater. That's good. Irving's got 12 in the game. 27 seconds left in the first half. Number 21, defended by Drummond. Bank in off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 4. It's Durant with the drive. Good. Durant's got 6 in the quarter. Here's Harden. No good. Second quarter ends in a tight one. 76ers lead by 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
And welcome to the halftime show. A close game right now out at Wells Fargo Center. It's been the 76ers scrapping it out. They've done a great job closing out their defensive possessions, grabbing boards, great rebounding. James Harden not having any difficulty scoring against Brooklyn. He has 17 points, and he's made some key plays in the assist department, too. It was a good first half as well for the Nets. One look at their field goal percentage says it all. They're scoring at will. Some textbook basketball from Kevin Durant. He's got 12 points, been getting to the rim, been getting to the line, and a great shooting percentage from both. And that's all we got for you here in the studio. Time to send you back out to Kevin, Steve, Clark, and Doris for the start of the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
He is a dynamic scorer, guys. That much we know. And I'll tell you what, his talent was on full display there in the first half.
Steve, he is a hard man to keep down, and so far, they've been unable to do it.
Now, here is Irving. That one wide left.
Major defensive lapse right there. And he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
And so here is Philadelphia. The lead is 2. 6 on the shot clock. Dishes it to Harris. Fires 3. That's good. Harris has got the first points of the second half here for the 76ers.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter attack.
Outside Durant. The feed to Simmons. He passes to Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Shoots it. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Irving's got 14 points.
I'll tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
And I think he believes that if he takes some time here to kind of talk things over, it'll be well served for this club.
And, you know, maybe this gives him an opportunity to toy around with some of their game plan while he has their attention during this break in the action.
Nets on defense. Passes it to Harden. Fires it up. And the 76ers tack on 2 more. First 1.5 of basketball here in the third quarter. Here's Simmons. He has 5. He feeds it to Durant.
Yeah, close, but I didn't think he got on balance quickly enough.
And it's hard to draw charges as quick as players are at this level. That's not an easy bit of work there.
Curry kicks to Durant. Can't get it to go. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Feeds it to Harris. Harden. Shot clock at 6. Number 21. Again, Philadelphia.
They've been good on all 3 of the shots since coming out of the locker room at the break.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Nets trail by 7. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin. Outside Irving.
Green for 2 points. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Harris a screen on Irving. To the paint, number 21, and he converts the layup. He's got 6.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
Now, here is Irving. 16 points for him. Durant for 3. It doesn't go either for Durant. The 76ers leading by 7. 0. And Durant sends it back.
Finally a miss, but still 4 for 5 shooting to start this third quarter.
He dishes it to Irving. Kicks it to Simmons. 6 to shoot. Harris against Durant. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Durant's got 15 points.
You know, that wasn't the highest quality look, but for him, it doesn't matter. He doesn't need a great look to knock down the 3.
Harden outside. From downtown. Rebounded by Simmons. Nets trail by 4. The dish to Irving. Here's Claxton. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
That is a tough layup with a guy right on him. Good defense, but better offense.
The Nets making a switch here. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the 76ers.
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half has carried right over into the second.
Well, they've also really been down in with their jump shot. I mean, they have not missed much from mid-range today.
And here are the 76ers now. Pulls off a screen. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Kyrie Irving. To tie. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Talk about a terrific game for Irving. He's got 16 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
But he's done a better job than the numbers indicate, really. I think he's been really sound defensively, and he's helped his club.
And the first one drops. Blake Griffin. He's back in for Brooklyn. Durant comes in for Curry. And it's tied up with that one. Philadelphia's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on 3s. Pass to Millsap. Aldridge on him. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Lock at 6. And there's the pass to Millsap. Number 22. The 76ers again can't hit it. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Irving passes to Mills. Back to Irving. For the lead. That is good. Irving's got 20 points.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
Timeout called the 76ers.
Yeah, he is none too pleased with the play of his club out there, and looks like they need a little time to get things sorted out here.
I don't know of any coaches that would be too happy if they just saw their team give up a run like this one.
And Brooklyn making a change here. '76ers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Harris a screen on Durant. He kicks it to Millsap. Looking to end the run. Tries to save it. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. And Philadelphia making a change here. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact here. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Nice strong finish. Very nearly a three-point play opportunity.
Yeah, when you stay aggressive, good things happen.
The 76ers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Well, you look at last season's numbers, guys. Down below 70% as a team from the line.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
And the second free throw, good. And here is Durant. 15 points in the game. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
You didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And you can hear the reaction of the fans to that call.
Well, it's obvious they did not like it, Steve.
The 76ers trail by 3. Back to Harris. Harris gets the screen from Millsap. Back to Harris. Just 5 on the clock. Hit his leg. And the official saying it was kicked. The 76ers making a switch here. Philadelphia with the ball. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
Well, this game has been tough, Clark. I mean, they're getting after it, and I think they're starting to run a little bit low on energy, possibly.
The Nets on offense. They're on a 13-5 run.
A big problem for the 76ers last season was finding late-game offense. I mean, you look at a quarter-by-quarter breakdown of how they scored, and they were second to last in the league in fourth-quarter points.
And Griffin backs in. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Well, back to what you said, Clark, about the 76ers. They had some players that could create on their own, but when things began to tighten up in the fourth, it helped Steve to have different shot creators, and that just didn't happen for them.
They were planning to play inside out, Kevin, when they had Bynum through the trade. They thought they could have a low post man that could dominate. But without him, they were really unable to find any sort of offensive rhythm with the rest of their talent.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Simmons is checked in. Griffin hits them both. The 76ers trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
76ers moving the ball around. Harden can't hit. The Nets have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Swiped it away. Milton covered by Mills. Pass to Harden. Fires the 3. Gets it to go. Harden's got 22 points.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Here's Simmons. He has 5. Dishes it to Griffin. 6 to shoot. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the hit.
That's how you do it, the bump and the bucket.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. The Nets making a switch here. .122 left to play in the third. Now, here is Harden. He's guarded closely. No good on the three.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Smooth as silk on the finger roll. And the Nets lead by 5.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Number 22. It's good from long range. He has 5.
Looked like there was a little confusion there as to who was supposed to be guarding him.
And there's the feed to Simmons. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Harden's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebounding numbers are very even.
Yeah, I've been impressed with just both teams' energy. Just really working hard on the board.
24 seconds left in the third quarter. Passes it to Simmons. Griffin kicks to Simmons. Shot from 16. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
Well, that's how you send it. 2 hands and hammer it down.
Harden with it. For the lead. Can't connect. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. Brooklyn ahead, leading by just 2. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. The 76ers trail. Number 21 carries the long-range jumper.
Far too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Well, it's 3 of the last 5 makes having been behind the three-point line, so got to make some adjustments defensively.
It's the Nets now. Outside Irving. Lets the three fly. The shot will not go.
Well, he did have a three-pointer in the first half, but so far here in the second, he's come up empty.
It's blocked. 0. He feeds it to Curry. Shot clock at 6. Shot denied. Here's the break. 0. Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Brooklyn trailing. Outside Durant. Back to Irving. Three-pointer. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Well, that's airtight defense. Not much room to get that shot off.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. 0. The 76ers with another miss.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Durant dishes to Irving. Back to Durant. Beyond the arc. The shot misses. And it's Philadelphia the other way. 0. Guarded by Curry. Number 21. It counts. And the foul. It's on Kevin Durant.
Well, the number one priority for defense when you face this guy is to keep him getting anywhere from the basket because he's just so strong as a finisher.
And he gives them a terrific option in the low post every time down the court. Even with multiple defenders around him, he knows how to create a shot for himself.
The Nets making a switch here. At the line for one. Nets trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Shot to stop the drought. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Yeah, no excuses there. Got a really good look at the basket after being freed up by the pick.
We say it all the time. The execution was excellent. The result not as good, but good ball movement anyway.
Down low. Harris. It's all in by LaMarcus Aldridge. Nets have gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the fourth quarter underway. Feeds to Durant. Mills. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
Yeah, they've been really strong in the paint, battling the glass.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Well, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
One shot. Nets trail by 7. Timeout called the Nets. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
I was able to listen in on what the Nets coach was going over with his team. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said, they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
Outside Irving. Durant, guarded by Harris. Durant kicks to Mills. Irving. Nets passing it around. It's Patrick Mills with the 3.
Boy, what a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only getting better.
Well, both defenses have been on their heels all day, and it's begun to take its toll.
Well, look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Zero. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. At the line for 2.
You got these, no problem.
He's off on the first. The Nets making a switch here. Good on the second free throw.
The main thing there was that he got them a 2-possession lead despite the 1 miss.
Durant against Harris. It's Durant with the drive. On the money from 12 feet away. Durant's got 19 points. The 76ers leading by 3. Harden outside. He passes to Harris. Here's the floater. Gets it. Mills with it. High side Durant. Shot from 12. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
That's the kind of finish we've gotten used to seeing from him in the low post.
The 76ers have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Number 22. And all one that time before dropping in. Nets trail by 5. Outside Durant. He dishes it to Mills. Kicks to Irving. There's the triple. No good. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Back to Harden. High, arcing shot, and he sinks the layup. Now it's a 7-point Philadelphia lead.
What a finish for that move.
Mills passes to Irving. They get the rebound. Durant.
Durant doing all sorts of things. He's got 21 points and 3 blocks.
Pretty much unguardable out there. He has just been fantastic in this game.
Oh, it's been a stupendous performance, no doubt.
That's good from Durant. Durant hits them both. The 76ers leading by 5. And the 76ers call time here. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. Zero, covered by Irving. Zero. No good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Outside Irving. Harris against Durant. There's the 3. And that one's good. Durant's got 14 points here in the second half.
And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks, just to get you some open looks like that one.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Harris a screen on Irving. Fades and shoots. Right through the shoulder that time, all net. And the 76ers lead by 4. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
Outside Curry. There's the dish to Mills. Clock at 6. Fires from deep. Rebound by the 76ers. They set the pick. to Harden. From past the arc. Another 3-foot up here.
Boy, he's putting up big numbers in that three-point column, guys.
Nets trail by 7. Mills dishes to Durant. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Durant's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a three-point battle like this.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Number 22. Again, Philadelphia.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
And a timeout call by Brooklyn. They're down by 6. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. It's Durant with the drive. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Durant's got 31.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of force.
1:25 left in the game. Hits the bucket. 29 points for James Harden. Nets trail by 6. Now here's Durant. The pass to Mills. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
1:03 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Zero for 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, big catch, beautiful finish.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. He kicks to Mills. 36 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. That's it go. It's good. And now they trail by just 4. And now we've got the intentional foul. The Nets making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. And they are in the driver's seat.
Yep, basket here, and that pretty much wraps it up.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. We both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Perfectly done at the stripe there, and that brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
Timeout called, the Nets. They're trailing by 6. 29 seconds left in the fourth. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Irving kicks to Kirk. To the middle. Here's Claxton. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Smart foul there. You got to try to extend the game.
Yeah, it's still close, but they're fighting that clock as much as the score right now.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game. The Nets shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Durant for 3. It falls! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
It's been a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range. He's in a groove, and that tray of his has just been dead.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he does get the second one. And that gives them a 4-point cushion. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Irving for 3. Nails it. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
This has really become an intense ballgame ever since halftime.
Boy, the effort from both teams here, Steve, is terrific.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They're up by 1. 5 seconds left to play here in the fourth. 5 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. This free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Huge free throws there, and that could be the difference. It will force, more than likely, a desperation three-point attempt.
Chance there to send it to overtime, but they come out empty-handed. So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. Well, they don't get much more exciting than that, Clark.
They sure don't. When it was gut check time, this team kept their composure, kept their emotions in check, and got it done.
It's time to say so long. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden.